I'm very excited about this new mining algorithm switch, which is called Kapow, which will happen tomorrow, 6th of May. And this algorithm basically is leveling the playing field for ASIC and GPU miners. And I'm very excited about these times because you can get ahead of everyone else. And these times offers a lot of opportunity to mine a lot of coins, especially in the first days of the algorithm switch. So what you can see here is I do have this all-in-one closed GPU case where to install the GPUs, normal setup, power supply, motherboard, a riserless motherboard, etc. So I have 6 different GPUs, different model GPUs on one system, and we can see them here. So I have the RX 570 Sapphire Pulse, then I have 4GB card, then I have the MSI Armor RX 580 8GB card, then I have the Asus RX 480 8GB card, then I do have the RX 5700 MSI Match 8GB graphics card, and from NVIDIA I have also 2 models, which is 1080 and MSI Gaming and the MSI Armor 1070 GPU. So I have to put them in one system. I'm using HiveOS. I will be testing on HiveOS just to simply see what kind of hash rate they get with the stock settings. I just want to remind you that these all AMD BIOSes are modified, and so yeah, let's do some testing, and we'll see all the GPUs on one system. We see what's the we can calculate, what could be possibly the best price per hash on these GPUs. The power usage will be impossible to calculate for every GPU, but we can see the average power usage into the HiveOS panel, and we can use that data maybe to calculate also the power usage. But if you want a more accurate testing, then we have to test every GPU separately, and that way we will calculate the most accurate power usage for every hash on every GPU. I might do that in a separate video, but in this video we will calculate what's the best price per hash GPU out of the box. So you can see here I have my mining rig up and running on the HiveOS. It is currently running with NB Miner version 30.1. I believe so. It is the latest miner version, and I am mining Kapow on a ravencoin testnet in MinerMore mining pool. So all the GPUs are hashing, and everything is working fine. It's easy to set up as usually in HiveOS, and it's quite stable. I have been running this rig for 20 minutes, so just for the test purposes. The first things what I want to notice what is that Kapow it is much more power hungry than, for example, Ethereum mining algorithm. The GPUs will use a lot more power, but of course there's available tweaks as the same. If you were running GPUs on mining Ethereum, they would use a lot of power also, and you were to increase this performance by changing the overclocks, changing the voltage, changing the memory overclocks. You were able to improve efficiency in that way. For example, in RX 570 GPUs and 580s, modifying BIOS and so on. So this is only, and to have an idea, what could you expect when you receive GPUs, when you buy them in a shop, what you expect, what kind of performance out of the box, what kind of price per hash you would pay with the stock settings. I'll probably do some tweaking and see to increase efficiency in a whole different video. Otherwise this will be too long. So you can see I have all the GPUs here. It is the RX 570, RX 580, RX 480, RX 5700, 1080 and 1070 GPUs. So what I have done basically, I have created a spreadsheet you know, with all the GPUs here, what I have on the rig. And then I just got the price from Amazon, um, prices on the GPUs. You know, what price would you pay when you buy an Amazon, and in that way I can calculate, you know, what's the price per hash would you be paying. Of course, this is also, you know, just to have an idea, because, you know, not everybody will pay the same price for GPUs. Some of you might get an you know, second-hand GPUs, but this is just to have an idea, because most of the people will have about the same price. Yeah. So of course I have only these GPUs here running. I don't have these, so I get these hash rates from Red Panda Mining on YouTube channel. He's a nice mining channel, and he has a lot of good stuff on there. So I got you know, there was a benchmark testing sheet in one of his videos, so I get some hash rates out of you know, for 1660 Ti's and 1660s. This the crash rates of what they have. I don't know how accurate are they, but, you know, probably they are, you know, because he has a good content. So I got the prices for every GPU what you would find on Amazon, and then I get the hash rate, and this is the power usage. What I have inserted here is what I have. What I have here in the highwall is showing up the power use. You see 133 watt for RX 57 570, and then the RX 580 133 watt, and the same for all the other GPUs. You know, the RX 5700 is 149 watts, and the 1080 is 211 watts, and the 1070 is 180 watts. So yeah, this would be the performance, you know, and also the wattage. You know, it's not very accurate when you measure in software. The best way is to measure from the wall, but that way I can only measure it, you know, if I connect every GPU separate. I just wanted to see them in the one spreadsheet, to see the difference between the cards. Also, what I noticed is that the hash rate was, you know, dropping and increasing, averaging maybe a 1 mega hash now and there. This is probably because of the mining algorithm, because, you know, the Kapow is tweaked algorithm from ProgPow, and I do believe that there's some kind of couple algorithms all together, you know, where the mining algorithm is switching, because the ravencoin 16XR, X16R previously had this, you know, algorithm switching mining. So these are the tests what I have done. So let's calculate, you know, what kind of hash rate, price per hash you would be paying if you know, which is the best GPU card to buy. Of course, I'm not recommending to buy any GPUs currently. You might be better off probably to just buy the coins, just because, you know, you are betting on a future that the price will increase on the coin. So you're better off buying a coin. Might be, but might be maybe not. You know, because sometimes investing in hardware is also useful, because, you know, there's other use cases for GPUs also other than mining, and also they do have resale value. That's the decision to take up to yourself. But so the price per hash, if you are buying these cards on Amazon, so would be, so we need to divide GPU price divide by the hash rate, and let's do this in every GPU. So we can see that the best GPUs to buy these hash rates is RX 57 and RX 570 and RX 580 GPUs. You would be paying 13.15 euro for every mega hash, and 13.79 for RX 580 for every mega hash. 1660 Ti seems also a good choice, and also the RX 5700 GPU. If you are calculating these on a price per hash on the stock settings out of the box, it's surprising to see, because many people were saying, the AMD cards, won't be any good for Kapow mining algorithm, but it looks like, they are quite efficient compared to NVIDIA cards. So, it's good to see, because, they're I'm quite excited also about this new mining algorithm, because ravencoin is a quite nice coin, and I have been mining it in the past when it was profitable with the GPUs. Since the ASIC miners are taken over the ravencoin, it's it's good to see that they are battling these ASIC miners and FPGAs to bring back the GPU miners, the GPU mining community, and let's see how this will work out. But I'm very excited, because there's another good coin which most of my farms in the past were previously built with the RX 570, because they were very efficient on Ethereum, and I'm been mostly mining Ethereum. So it's good to see that I can also use them to mine ravencoin, and there's another option, because most of the cards also on Ethereum network is is with the RX 570s. All the big farms is built with the RX 570s. So it's good to see that there's another coin where you can use the same hardware. You don't need to throw away, or you don't need to resell them for give them out nearly for free. Because the price of the card is quite low in the second-hand market currently, because these cards, the supply is very big on these graphics cards second-hand. So yeah, so these probably would be the best cards to choose. Also this here and this here. Best price per hash means as less euros you have to pay per every hash, faster you will get back your investment on the hardware. So let's calculate the same how much watt. You can see here I don't have any wattage included here, because I do not know what's the accurate wattage showing into the Hive OS, but we can calculate on the GPUs I have in this system. Power usage 990 watts divided by the hash we get on the GPUs. Okay, and we can see now here we will use 10.75 watts per every hash. RX 5700 GPU seems the most efficient by this metrics, by this data. So RX 5700 GPUs is winning this, and they would be the best best watt per hash. But I assume, because I don't have a data for these graphics cards here, 1660 Ti, I assume they will be the best card in terms of watt per hash, and also maybe the 1660, because I seen that they use very little power, and might be also these graphics cards here. I'm not quite sure what power usage are they at these numbers. If I had them, I would test them also, but I do not have these graphics cards. So you know, anyone with a cheap, with the expensive power, you know, the best is to choose, you know, from these graphics cards here is to choose RX 5700 GPU. But the difference between the RX 570, 480 and 580, the difference is not too big, and also the 1080, and I would say the 1070, you know, it's also not that big of a deal. You know, there is a few watts more, but I assume, you know, we can tweak this and get the even more better watts to use to get the best performance on these graphics cards. So yeah, these are the test results. The winner is, you know, best price per hash is the RX 570, and the best watt per hash is the RX 5700 GPU. To set up this miner, flight sheets, you need to create a flight sheet into the Hive OS, and you know, you just click a coin, ravencoin, then you choose your wallet. I choose miner more mining pool, and then I choose NB miner. And to set up, you just paste in the wallet and the worker name, and also you paste in the pool URL, you know, which is the testnet for Kapow ravencoin mining pool. I believe so that it is already set and ready to mine Kapow, so you won't need to do anything. You know, when the coin switches tomorrow, 6th of May, to this new mining algorithm, it will automatically start to mine if you are mining it before. So it's a good to get a head start. So these were the tests, what I was doing. Thank you guys for watching the video till end. This quarantine has got me really bad. I really badly need a haircut, you know, it's growing so fast. But the hairdressers, the barbers won't be open for another few months. So I think I just need to trim to 0. Yeah, this was the review on the new Kapow mining algorithm. You know, what's the best price per hash GPUs you possibly would choose on the stock settings. And if you did enjoy, hit the like button. Hitting the like button on this video doesn't cost you anything. It increases the mining community. It increases the potential of the blockchains reaching mainstream. Also, do subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet, to not miss the next videos. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.